Okay, and to start, it's 6 o'clock, so to keep everybody's time, let me just tell you a little bit about who I am. I am a commissioner for the Commission on the Status of Women of the state of Florida. I'm a public speaker, a community advocate, a TV show host, a Medicare broker, and this year I will be a published author. Yay! I'm originally from Ecuador, and I moved to actually the United States in 1988 and officially in January 1989 in Tampa. So I might not be a born Tampanian, but I consider myself a naturalized Tampanian. I became a United States citizen of the greatest country in the world 20 years ago. So March 20, this Friday, I will be a 20-year-old United States citizen. I have been doing entrepreneurship for about now 11 years. Let me tell you a little bit about how everything started. I decided I had 2 jobs in my life. One was American Express Travel Services. So my people from American Express, hello. Most of them don't remember. Actually, most of them do remember the chubby girl of about 250 pounds. I always says before my fatness and after my fatness is where my brand and my work was. So American Express Travel was before. And then I found a new career selling Medicare insurance or educating Medicare recipients on their options. I did that for 4 years under a corporate America. Of course, I'm Humana Healthcare for my Humana friends. Hello. How are you guys? So when I decided to go on my own, I found out that as a broker for Medicare, you can offer more than one product. And when I say product, I mean not only product, but different companies. So I became a broker. The first time I walked into an annual certification class, which I call it an annual dates for Medicare, I realized that the people in the room were actually I was the only different person in the room. And when I say different, probably I was the only Hispanic woman there. There were many white gentlemen, older, and I'm not trying to put in race in here, but I just wanted to give you the perspective. There were a few ladies there, but they were their secretaries, which are usually their wives that were working on their corporations, and realized that they had no brand, they have no vision, they have no mission, nothing, but they were successful are selling these Medicare options. So I learned about my product a lot, but realized that instead of being marketing for the different insurance agencies or the insurance companies, I needed to brand me. So profit from my brand is what we are going to be talking about today. And this is your brand. And that is what my book is all about in 2020. I want to give a shout out, first of all, to the Smart Start Pasco for inviting me to do this. I am an alumni of them. I was part of their incubator program. Actually, Rosie Paulsen Enterprises was part of the Pasco Economic Development Council. Good Faith Insurance Company, which is my now called SNR Services, was the second recipient of the microloan program for the Pasco Economic Development Council. So if you need resources out there of how to start your business, that is a place, if you live in Pasco, where you should start. I also wanted to tell you that this was supposed to be a live presentation, but we are adapting to the new us. You know, our global epidemic has bringing us to be together and try to adapt. So we adapting today to do a Facebook Live on this. So let me tell you about why I believe that my system, which I created with the help of the Pasco Economic Development Council, is the one that you need. Let me ask you, have you been to many networking events, morning, lunch, and dinner, to only end up at the end of the week with no customers, no sales, or maybe one or two one-to-ones, but the reality is it doesn't really turn into sales. That's not working for you, right? Well, it didn't work for me. I realized that what I was doing was wrong. So, some of the things that I realized is I needed to change. In this case, I had to pivot. I had to pivot to something else. And then I came back with doing a lot of soul searching and realizing that to pivot, I learned that I have a system that will work. I call it the 4 P's of Rosie's 4 P's. Rosie's 4 P's. First one is pivot. Things are not working. Where do I look for an answer? Find Rosie, right? And it's pivot to sustainability. And I'll tell you more about sustainability later. And the 4 P's are pivot, purpose, persistent, and persevere. Let me tell you again. Pivot, purpose, persistent, and persevere. So purpose is one of the things that I believe was happening that I had not a clear understanding. And my purpose really now is I passionately help business owners succeed. I found my purpose. When I was in my Medicare business, and I still am, so if you're turning 65, just let me know in the comments. If in my Medicare business, I will give you an unbiased solution to your Medicare needs. That was my purpose. As a mother, my purpose was to be the best influencer for my kids. As my family, right? I still using I want to help people because that's my purpose, and I just kind of change it to what is happening in my life. As a wife, my purpose is to help my husband be the best husband and the best man he can be around, because that will change our environment. So if you haven't found your purpose, maybe you need to start there. And I tell you, it's very interesting because my husband and I had a couple of things on our 14 years of marriage. But the first time that we had a disagreement, which it was really hard, one of those hurdles that we have to go over, we did a DISC assessment. If you haven't done a DISC assessment, you need to call my friend Candy Wyndham. She can do those for you. DISC is a personality test, and it will tell you if you are a dominant, inspiring, supportive, and cautious. And today, my husband and I were kind of going back to Star Trek and figuring out who was what. So for me, this is what I came out with. So Captain Kirk was the dominant, right? Dr. McCoy, he was the inspiring. The supportive was Spock, but the cautious was Scotty. So again, the dominant is the one that will go there as a leader. It will, sometimes his emotions, he will not think and he will act. The inspiring person is the person that is kind of in between, making sure he's supporting, but he's still making sure that everything is okay. The supportive person, which in this case is Spock, is always questioning what Kirk is doing, right? So, hey, is the logic this and the logic that? But then Scotty is in his little down engine room, making sure everything works so Kirk and the whole crew can move over. So those are the little things that make you who you are and to start to find your purpose. Because I always tell this, my husband is actually a SC and I'm an ID. So we totally opposite, like our squares are different. But our ends are different, but when we are together, we actually are round circle disc. It also goes with the colors, the personality colors. But anyway, I always tell people that if we're going to cross a river, I'm just going to jump, and swim. And then get to the middle and realize, hey, I don't know how deep this river is. And I'm going to start drowning and I'm start shaking. And my body's not giving me giving me anymore. While my husband stops and looks to the left and looks to the right, and he finds a bridge. He crosses the bridge, gets to the other end, and pulls me out of the water. So we complement each other on that. So that is one of the things that if you haven't had a DISC assessment, I encourage you and motivate you to do so. Once you find it, once you find your purpose, and start developing the culture of your business. And that, be transparent. So if you start sharing your stuff in social media, be as transparent as you can be. Share your story but the real truth, the real you. Because when people come face to face, they want to meet that person. And if you're different, there will be some problems in there. So make sure you're transparent and you're real. Be vulnerable. Especially inspire your tribe, because listen, people like to do business with who they like, who they trust, and who they know, who they like, and who they trust. That's when they will do business. So you need to find the tribe that will like you, will trust you, and do business with you. That's your paying customer. And sometimes we look at the wrong tribe, right? Because that's somebody else's tribe. And haven't you come across that sometimes you have that customer that you know from the beginning you should not have ever hired that customer? Because at the end of the day, you lost money in that customer. That's because your purpose is not clear. And that customer is draining your resources. Your resources is your time. Also, be unique. Be you. Learn that nobody in this earth can do the things that you were created to do. Okay? Your purpose, you can only do your purpose. You were created for that one purpose. So make sure you own it and you live. Again, if you just join us, hello. My name is Rosie Paulsen. I'm the owner of Rosie Paulsen Enterprises, where I passionately help business owners succeed. If you want to, make sure you tell us where are you watching from and hashtag I found Rosie. Okay, now we found that we have to pivot. You find your purpose and you have your persistence. That is what sustainability is all about. Personal development is priceless. So the money that you invest in you is like the Discover card, right? Priceless. Because I used to have my grandmother used to say to me, Rosie, when I was little, whatever you ate, whatever you travel, whatever you study, and whatever you visited, like whenever you were, nobody can take away that from you. Because that was you. You experienced that. Your experience is yours. People can take your money. People can take your job. People can take whatever, but they cannot take your experience. So always invest in yourself. You're the first person that you need to invest with. With that, I'm going to put a little plug. Do you know that you can start your investments with $25? If you haven't done that and you are a business owner and you are looking forward, not working with corporate, if you are looking forward to retire, because some of us will never retire. We're always going to be doing this because we love it. But you do need to invest on yourself, okay? So invest, and start with $25. Pay yourself first, and then pay everything else. Because by the end of the day, if you pay the bills, the mortgage, this, that, and you want to put in your investments for you, you will have nothing. So start with $25 and start investing on your future and your retirement. Persistent. Find inspiring people like you. There is those naysayers, the negative people that can tell you and break you down and break your dream down, and your dream scares them. So because they're scared, they want to put that fear on you. Well, tell them, hello, no, that's not me, and do like, that's it. No. You believe and you believe in yourself first, and you find the people that believe in you too, and you hang on to those great supporters and you collaborator. And I'm talking to you girlfriends. If your girlfriend starts a business, make sure you support her. Support, collaborate with each other. There is so much going on. We have time for everything. Every one of us will have a piece of this amazing pie, which is the American dream. And your slice is yours, nobody else's. So go for it, but be real, collaborate with other people, but find like-minded people and rely on each other. Every morning, be grateful. You know, sometimes in this country, we got so much, we forget to be grateful. You know, if I don't have toilet paper, I'm going to be very honest and raw with you. In Ecuador, we didn't have toilet paper sometimes. So guess what? We have to use newspaper. You know what? I'm grateful for toilet paper, people. I'm grateful for toothpaste. I'm grateful for my car. I'm grateful because I have an apartment where I can stay in this quarantine. I'm grateful because I have a wonderful husband that all he does is encourage me and support me. So I'm grateful that we have social media today so I can do this amazing presentation in front of you in social media. I am grateful for that. And I'm telling you, no negativity allowed. No, 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 no. Tell people, no negativity allowed. And yes, somebody hashtag grateful for toilet paper. Yes! We can only do at this moment is laugh. You know, we are in a global epidemic, but this is going to make us stronger. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And what we need to is to stop being selfish and love on your neighbor, love on yourself, love on your higher power. Mine is Jesus Christ, my Lord. I am his servant. Find that person that you are going to love on, and then love your neighbor the same way as you love yourself. Love yourself. Stop not loving yourself. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. I wake up every morning saying this thing. I'm successful. I'm beautiful. I'm successful. I'm beautiful. I'm powerful. I'm happy. I'm smart. I am enough. I'm just the right size. I love and accept myself just the way I am. Start with that chant in the morning. Look at yourself in the mirror, because that will change forever for you. Oh my God, I'm almost in 25 minutes. Give back to the community. I will leave my my last P. My last P is persevere. Once you persevere and you achieve what you want to do, give back to the community, mentorship other people, do volunteer opportunities with nonprofit. They all don't need your money. They can use your time too. Be a patriot. Love the United States. This is our country, and we need to love it, love it, love it, because this is an amazing, amazing country. We are not perfect, but this is where every single immigrant wants to migrate to, because this is an American dream. This is where we live the American dream. And you can only live the American dream in the United States of America. Time is money. Make sure you are worth and you get paid for what your job is. You have a gift. Is uniqueness, and only you can do it. So at this point, you also need to get paid for it. Make a difference. Also, I volunteer for 2 organizations that I just want to make sure I mention. I am the chairwoman of the Hispanic seat at the Equal Business Opportunity Council in the city of Tampa. I make a difference trying to help small business owners, especially minority-owned business, to get the contracts from the city. And I'm also a commissioner on the Commission on the Status of Women. If you haven't heard about the Commission on the Status of Women, please do me a favor and follow fcsw.net. F as in Frank, C as in Charlie, S as in Sam, W.net. I also want to leave you with a couple of resources. Online Manager School is where I did all my social media platforms. And I know Jennifer at the very beginning share with you guys my About Me page. If you would like to get that, send us your email on the messenger or on the in the instant messenger, on the regular messenger. Put your email there so Jennifer can send you the information. But About Me, and my name there is Rosie Paulsen. It has all my social media platforms, my LinkedIn, and who I am. I also wanted to mention, other than the Pasco Economic Development Council, is the Inner City Capital Connection. It's another place that helps business owners with starting a business and more business resources. Pacific Community Ventures is another great organization. I actually found my business coach, Hernani Alves, in there. Hernani is going to be coming to Florida, hopefully, if this thing is lifted up before April. But if not, he's going to have to come back again, because he is going to license me on his, certify me on his leadership classes and his leadership program. If you don't know anything about Hernani, look for Balanced IQ, Hernani Alves. He is an international speaker. He has an amazing TED Talks, and I am blessed to have him as my business partner. And this year, I'm going to be publishing my book with the amazing company Now Publishing USA. So if you need more information on that, please put it on the record. So again, this is a little synopsis of what my system is going to be: pivot, purpose, persistent, and persevere. The 4 P's of Rosie Paulsen. It's about 25 minutes now into this presentation. And Dan and Jennifer, are we okay? Should we go for Q&As for a little bit? And I know I continue talking, but this is what I was going to tell you guys. Because we are trying this new, I'm pretty much the guinea pig for the Smart Start Pasco to see if this might be the way that they will start doing their classes. So my Smart Start Pasco people, hello. It's great to see you. And I hope also that we can track who has seen this, and that my system is actually will be able to save this, my phone. Rosie's a guinea pig. That is fun. I love being a guinea pig. Nobody asked me about my ship in the back. This is actually a pirate ship I shared at the very beginning with the people that were logging in at when I was starting. My husband has a pirate obsession, so pretty much we have anything that has to, hi Pat, everything that has to do with pirates, we have it. I really appreciate everything that you guys have spent time with me, learn from me. If it's something that you would like more information, awesome. But if not, please don't forget to hashtag I found Rosie. Thank you for the amazing resources from the PASCO, the Smart Start PASCO, the Pasco Economic Development Council. And if you have any more questions, my website, www.rosiepaulsen.com, www.rosiepaulsen.com, and look at my events under the events tab. It will take you to my Eventbrite, which right now we kind of stop with everything, but I am looking forward to the day that we can all meet personally, hug each other, love each other, and I just really cannot wait for my social interaction instead of my social distancing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you again. And this is Rosie Paulsen from the Where is Rosie movement from Lutz, Florida. Bye.